My setup has two pieces. This is the one piece that goes into the hitch receiver. And then the other piece goes into here, which is permanently welded on, and that's my connection point there for the lights, blinkers. And it just slots into there, and that's it. Just sits there. Just the weight of it sits on that. No bolts, nothing. Sits there on its own, and then I fix down this point here. This is the bit I wanted to show today. That piece there goes behind the peg. This goes underneath the peg. This setup here at the bottom has like a U piece, so this can pivot. So I can pivot, and I've used a wedge on the bottom so I can try and get it to match, in order to make it match the peg. I can adjust it with that wedge, and there's still a bit of flex in the system, just in case the peg doesn't end up at the exact same spot every time. And this here is kind of shaped around to match the peg. So you can see, lean the bike over, and if it doesn't quite line up perfectly, I just, so there's a bit of enough flex in the system, I can just push it over a little bit, and then it would sit in there. And this piece, normally have this piece already sitting in there. So I push that over the bit, have it land there, and then that's that. Looking down from the top, this is like 40 by 2mm. This is 40 by 2mm, I think, as well. Oh no, sorry, this piece here is 35 by 2, because it goes in between the 45. Actually, this is a 40 by 2.5. Looking down it, and this here just required, I put a little V, a little cut out there. See it? That's just so I can go a little bit deeper, so I can go around this point here, just so I can sit down a little bit further in there, so there's no chance of it popping out. Oh yeah, it's got a little support there, so it can't go slamming into my rear window. And then when the whole thing closes, when it's all closed up, because it's connected at this point and connected to that point, there's no rattle in it. no rattle like typical ones. People often complain about the rattle in the middle. Because it's rattled, because it's fixed at 2 points, there's no rattle in it. And it's completely toolless. There's not one bolt and nut involved in it. And like I said before, this just sits in there. But it's because the reason why it works, so well, I can't go any further back from that. It works because of, it goes under here. When it comes around, it goes up underneath that. And it's kind of just the whole weight of the whole system, the whole weight of kind of have to like kick it into that little spot there, and then because of the weight of the bike trying to make the whole thing tilt away from it, it's just, you can see the weight of the bike is trying to tilt. This is a bit of a gap underneath there, so I kind of have to slam it shut, and then that just keeps it free of any rattles. Then when it's time to take it off, just release this, and the bike is free, just comes straight off. I usually use the front wheel or the back wheel to pull it, and then it just sits in another bit of a well there, and then I can just grab it.